It says Ashley, and it's cool that you already put some textures on there. It's actually another way to see, if there's any stretching in any areas. Like you can see a tiny bit here. Around there, there's some stretching and pinching. And sometimes it's like when you have this fairly uneven topology, which is really stretched out, um, the faces themselves are kind of big and stretched out, and that can result in. I mean, good topology, you generally want the faces to have roughly equal size. And so when things are very small and then very large, it can kind of um, tend to lead to some stretching, especially when you're showing the smooth version. Um, I was also going to say you've zipped your whole project folder, but the idea is to do file archive scene, and that'll create a zip file that it puts in your scenes directory and just attach just that zip file, because that gives me exactly and only what I need rather than giving me, lots and lots of files, which is going to start getting bigger and bigger as we go. Um, but let's look at the UV maps. Looks good. Okay. Just gonna isolate this. Yeah, I mean, if we put on the color feedback, it'll be a little more obvious. It's actually not that bad. You can see a little bit of blue there, but yeah, a little red there, but not too bad. Um, yeah, definitely seeing some blue and red. Pretty typical. Um, let's turn the color off for a second. Sometimes what I'll do is split a couple here. And, oh, why isn't there, there should be one down the center here. I mean, the way I would deal with that, if you wanted to reduce the number of edges here, is oh, I see you've done it 3 times here. And you end up with a lot of, I guess, that is a 4-sided face, but then we don't have the thing down the middle. And it's kind of stretched out over here. Because what I was going to say is you could split down the middle. Well, let me just show you with, I'll just add a, if you split this, let's turn on, so you can see the change. So like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, something like that. Then if I cut those, Shift X, and then unfold again, Control U. Actually, that doesn't look that much less blue and red. Sometimes that helps a little bit, giving that some space to adjust a little bit. But I don't know if we got much better this time. Hair. Checkers look pretty even on that. This a little bit of stretching back there. And a little stretching in here. There's pretty complicated shapes going on there. Yeah, I can see it's a little stretched and distorted, but not too bad. I think he'll be alright. That looks particularly stretched and distorted. It almost looks like you never unfolded this at all. Let me just isolate this. Let me just unfold again. Okay, well, that's already better just by unfolding. Ooh, God, weird. Look at that. Very strange. Yeah, I'm just seeing where the cuts are. Probably gonna want a cut along there. Shift X. I would probably continue this along here, along the top. Shift X. And the bottom here. Well, maybe not those. Or, what did I do it on the top? I don't know. Maybe there. And here. Okay, Control U, Control L. These shapes look weird. I don't think that looks promising. It needs to be cut more. Just separating out that top shape. And click here, Shift X. And then same here. Shift X. Okay. Well, let's see how we do now. Control U, Control L. I don't know what those things are. That looks concerning. Okay, better, but why is it so funnily stretched in the middle there? Maybe we need this one too. Shift X. Control U. Oh, that's kind of better. I don't know, it's just doing it's a weird surface. It's not doing such a good job on this one. Maybe we'll cut it in half here, around the middle. Shift X. Control U. Not that much better. What is this crazy thing? What's that? This is where I might like take these top shells and do like UV planar from the Y direction because it's just being kind of funny, and then just scale it down. It's funny, even though I did a UV planar, it's still the checkers weren't that square. Well, that's a little better. Yeah, and then do the same to the bottom ones. About like that. Let's see. That's better. Anyway, boots. Okay. Nothing looking too alarming there. We already did the pants and the rest. Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty good.